There's a friend of ours that made a account posing as her husband, right? And then what she did was she was going through and then friending all of her friends, see if who's going to correspond with her husband.
And when she found out, whole time, nobody was, which made her think, is my husband worth it? Nobody's taking the bait. That's kind of weird. Is he a catch?
Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe to help us out. We're going to answer a question. All right, hey ladies, what are your thoughts on looking through your boyfriend's phone? I recently did. Not that he's given me any reason to, but I was curious, laugh out loud. What's your take on this? I like her channel, Monica.
Don't look at me.
He said he hasn't given you any reason to. So that is a lot. No, I have never looked through a man's phone before.
Yeah.
I think that I feel like there's a little bit of maybe some trust issues. I don't know. Okay, we're not psychiatrists or anything. I'm just saying we're again.
I mean, but did you get cheated on before?
But you get cheated on before? Maybe that's.
Yeah, you just want to make sure everybody's phone's clear.
Because that people do that. Because people are that it might be. You're not.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, if man looked through your phone, would you be? Well, first of all, he didn't. If you saw, if he went through it, I don't know if he had his password or not, but.
I don't know. Did they give you a reason to make you feel like...
She said no.
Oh, well then why are you doing that?
So that's what I'm saying. I think it's insecurity. If you're asking me about it, I think it's a little bit of an insecurity there on your part.
You know, I feel like if men are going to cheat, they're going to cheat.
I agree.
That's just how I feel. I mean, men are going to cheat on you. They're going to cheat on you, and they're probably not going to put it in their phone.
Yeah.
I mean, the phone thing is so old at this point. Most guys talk about, security things or other phones, put little security code. And most guys already know about the phone thing. So if they meet some girl they're definitely going to sleep with, they're probably not going to use their phone. Not that one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So I'm not sure what you're trying to find or if you want to find something. I don't know what it is, but the idea of invading someone's privacy is already wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be mad if someone
I don't even look through my phone that much. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't do that.
If I'm with somebody, if I'm with somebody, like you said, it's your boyfriend. Okay, so I've had boyfriends before, so I'm assuming trust at that point. Okay, when I start to feel like there's some stuff that he's doing, then I'll address that with him. I don't need to go and play investigator.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think that's where we all kind of get all messed up, is when we start trying to be the investigator.
I think that this is about insecurity on your part.
Has to be.
On your part, because if he hasn't done anything, that's my first thought too. It's just, it has to be insecurity on your part. Because why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I mean, why? But when I say that, it's like, why? If he hasn't given you a reason to do that, then you're just kind of suspicious. Yeah. A suspicious person.
Yeah.
Who it doesn't matter what he does, and then you know what you could do. You could lead him to cheat. Yeah. Because if he's going to be accused of that or feel like that,
he's going to be like, well,
he's going to, I might as well do it.
Yeah, it's not right. But I'm just saying that you're opening up a weird portal there. Of him to feel like, well, I'm not doing it.
You know what I mean? With men and privacy, I'm a private person. So I do respect people's privacy. I don't really like going into inboxes and playing games and, women, those women that like to pretend like they're another woman and go into their inbox. And I don't do that. That's too much work. If you don't like it, if you can't trust a guy, you know what I mean? If I can't be comfortable with you, then we just can't date. It's just like, that's how I feel. All of this setting up a man, finding out, investigating having your friends call a girl, call a guy to see if he's going to take the bait.
I got a job.
It's like after a while, you have to ask yourself, is it just that do I not trust men?
Men, period. That type of behavior. You
know what I mean? And again, we talk about law of attraction. Yeah. Again, when you put that energy out there, you will find a guy who will cheat on you.
It's true.
Because you know what? You sometimes we have, assumptions about the opposite sex. We just assume that men just want to sleep around. And maybe they do. Funny? But if a guy is not giving you any reason, any reason,
he's going to get annoyed.
Then he's going to be annoyed by you, and he's going to want to date someone who trusts him.
Right.
You definitely don't marry someone when you feel this way. And see, this is, again, why people have bad relationships. It's because they
It's that element of not trusting,
and you can't control everything in life.
Yeah,
you can't control people.
When you build your when you are dating someone and then it turns into the boyfriend thing and then the engagement and then the husband. When you're in the boyfriend stage now, which means that you've now said that I have reached a level of trust.
Right.
That's what it says to me. If you didn't, you'd still be dating them. But no, it's your boyfriend. So that means that you don't. You're for some reason you don't trust him. You said he didn't give any reason to do this, which now we're all looking at you.
Yeah.
now we can't stop looking at you.
Did you do something that you feel guilty about?
Exactly.
And now you want to make sure he's not.
That's what my first thought was, girl. I mean, you want him to be, because you know what I mean? She might be wanting to find something on him.
Yeah, and so we can be equal.
We can equally be bad. Yeah,
but they say like the statistics are that 9 out of 10 women take their husband back even if they do cheat.
It's true.
So my point, this is how I feel about it.
If you found something, what would you do?
So this is what I feel about it. Is like, I don't need to investigate because I don't even know that if I find out, I will leave. 100%. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. We'll deal with that when that time comes. If I find out you're cheating on me, then my feelings will tell me how I feel about you. I'll definitely be angry.
Right.
I'll definitely be angry. I'll definitely have to probably leave.
Right.
But most women take men back.
That's the truth.
They do. Most women will take. Most men don't. Yeah. Most men will. If you cheat on your,
it's a different thing.
If you cheat on men, most men do not take a woman back after they've been cheated on, and that's just a man thing.
It really messes up.
But most women do take a man back, and you know what I mean. And I don't know if it's because we already assume men are maybe visual creatures, and they can really fall off that wagon. You know what I mean? If they feel like there is absolutely no way you can find out, they might try it. But I also think there's a difference between a man who cheats and a man who's a cheater.
Yeah, someone who cheats.
A man who cheated may get redeemed by me
both
thinking,
are wrong, but there are players.
But if a man sort of cheated, and we found ourselves in a position where we wanted to work it out, and then he just cheated that one time, then okay, you know what I mean? Then I have to make the decision whether I want to be with you or not. That's my decision, you know what I mean? Yeah. But if a man's a cheater, then there's nothing you can reform about that.
You can't reform
They're a guy who doesn't like to be single, but they don't like to be exclusive.
Like I always tell them, like, men that like to be in a relationship but single. Acting single in a relationship.
There's some guys who absolutely don't want to be single, but they don't want to be faithful.
Right.
They just kind of like it, whatever. And that's where a lot of men feel like polygamy is really what needs to happen. I don't agree. Yeah. But a lot of people do think that. But on the subject, if you are searching through phones and you have to ask yourself, he doesn't give you a reason, then you have to, somebody must have hurt you before this. And now you're in a relationship and you think all men are going to be that way.
There's really only two reasons here. Either you're not trustworthy or something's happened to you where you're now taking all of that energy from the past bad relationships of being cheated on. Yeah. And then you're bringing it to the new one and you're waiting for that shoe to drop. You're waiting for his other shoe to drop, and then you'll be like, oh, I knew it.
And also, if you find something you don't like sometimes men will be looking at other pictures of women that they're just admiring, and then you go, oh, he cheated on me because you see some hot, sexy woman.
You liked her picture?
Oh no, he could just literally.
You double tapped on all those pictures. But if you're in a
suspicious moment, you might just think he is trying to cheat. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know. I think that you got to be real careful about that, because you might create a cheater.
You will create a cheater.
You know what I mean? If you walk around, looking through phones.
There's a friend of ours that made a account posing as her husband, right? And then what she did was she was going through and then friending all of her friends to see if we, not just anybody, any women she knows, all of them, see if who's going to correspond with her husband.
And when she found out, whole time, nobody was, which made her think, is my husband worth it? Nobody's taking the bait. That's kind of weird. Is he a catch?
No one was inboxing her husband. When no one was answering him back or doing things, it just kind of was over. The account was closed. It's all right, no. Doing stuff like that as women, it just takes up way too much energy. Like, you know how much time? I have a job.
Right.
An actual job to do. So I really don't have time to be trying to do some, Magnum PI investigating with with my boyfriend or my husband. I don't really have time to do all that. If you think something is going down,
if you feel the urge, you need to ask him. Go to the gym. Every time you feel the urge to look at the phone, go, I'm going to go work out.
Yeah.
I need to put this energy somewhere else. Put this energy in yourself.
I always say ask him what's going on. And when you're not looking for the answer, because we all know the answer. No, I'm doing it. What you want to look for is how he answers. Right? So, but to me, if like this situation, if you're saying he gave you no reason to, then there's something going on with you, dear.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with you.
Because you're a woman. I hate schooling women.
I know.
I hate when I have to.
I know.
I hate when I have to do that. I really, you know what I mean?
You,
but the truth is that we do often talk to women more than men.
We do all the time.
We do because we can't control men. Men have they're on their own set of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with us, it's like, you know, do you really want a relationship where you have to always investigate
like somebody?
Wouldn't you hate that if he was doing that to you?
Right.
If he was like following you, and he didn't trust you at all. Like
Yeah.
always, whenever you feel like that, flip the script.
Yeah.
How would you feel if someone was just trying to look through your phone, seeing if you were cheating?
Yeah.
If someone was trying to follow you,
Yeah.
or created fake accounts to see who's gonna like, you know what I mean? Like you would feel violated.
You know
what I mean?
It's like a breach of your.
You know what I mean? It's like if your husband was looking at you naked, but then he didn't just look at you naked. He looked at you through a peephole while you're in the bathroom. That would be weird because he could see you naked. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if he wants you to see his phone, he will let you just see it.
Right.
But you don't have to go and look.
Why are you sneaking?
See, there's creepy ways of doing things. Like there's like ways of doing stuff where it starts to feel like it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
That was my point of the naked analogy. You can see me naked, but wouldn't it be weird if you were like at home with your husband and you went to the bathroom, you saw like this little hole and you saw an eye and it was just your husband voyeuring you when he didn't really have to do that?
Hey, what is this? What are you?
So if he walked in and saw you looking at his phone, he'd be like, "Why are you doing that?
Why are you doing?
You not trust me?" You know, look again. He might turn around and think, "Is she cheating on me?
Well, did
she do something?"
But I'm thinking it too.
She's trying to find out if we can both be guilty.
But see, that's what I'm thinking about it too, though. Like, what are you feeling guilty about something that This is just all just questions. You asked this question, so we're just giving you a thought process here. But if he's not listen to how you sound. Listen to how you sound. If he hasn't done anything to make you feel like you need to do that, although it's still don't do it. Still unnecessary to do that. But okay, if he was doing something to make you feel like I need to go look at something, I want to go check his phone, right? Then that would be one thing. Still wrong, but one thing. But you said that he's done nothing to make you want to do this, which is now making me believe that you are doing something yourself. Or B, you have some other stuff in the past that you haven't wrapped up.
That you're bringing into the relationship.
Yeah, and you're just, again, waiting for him to mess up.
Yeah.
And be careful of what you wish for or what you're waiting for because that stuff may happen.
And then also be careful. I don't know what your relationship with your personal friends are.
Yeah.
Because sometimes your friends, you can talk to your friends and not talk to your man.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then your friends can gas you up to think something's happening because they're not in happy relationships.
People who talk about all their problems.
Right. Like a lot of times, like it's easy for like girls to go to other women and we start talking to other women about our problems or issues and our friends will go, you can't trust a man. And then they make you feel even more suspicious. So you got to be careful about, if you feel like there's something's not right, maybe you should just talk to him. But if there isn't anything wrong and he hasn't given you any reason to even have that conversation,
all eyes on
then
you.
You need to ask yourself, why would I want to do that to him?
Why am I doing that?
Why do I feel like somebody's going to cheat on me?
I guess we would have to have more information.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of vague, so
it's kind of vague, but I don't.
But you are intruding.
Yeah,
that is an
that's a whole different thing. Yeah,
that is an intrusion of his. That's an invasion of his privacy.
He's allowed to have people. Look, couples.
Because if I had a boyfriend and I just came into the room and he was looking at my phone, what are you doing? Why are you looking at my phone? I mean, you can look at my phone, but why are you looking at my phone? Why did you wait till I was gone?
Yeah, just.
And you know what? If you walk in and you go like this,
yeah,
that means that you know you're doing something wrong. Well, because that's how you know you're doing something wrong is if you won't do it in front of them.
Right. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like men, if they're not going to hit on a woman in front of you, That's when they know they're doing something wrong behind your back.
Yeah.
It's because if they're not doing it in front of your face, then they know they're violating the relationship in some way.
That's true.
So you are too. So if you're not just picking his phone up in front of his face and looking at his phone, and that means that he's just used to you doing that, then there's nothing really wrong. But if you're waiting till he's out of the room, taking a shower,
and you're like this,
and you're like, oh my God, he's gone. Let me look around.
Then what's the password? I forgot the password.
Like there's like something wrong because you're not doing it in front of him.
Right. Like this idea that when you're in a relationship, even if it's a marriage, and I've talked to married couples with this subject before, that even though you are married and there's this special closeness, obviously it's the closest person you will probably ever be with, right? Couples still deserve to have privacy separately. There's still some private. It's okay. Like if you have a diary, like if I was journaling, and if I got married and then I was journaling. And that's my thing. That's my words. I want that for me. I didn't have. If I wanted everyone and him to know about my words, then I would be telling him about it. Now, if he wants to see it, I will think about it.
That's what I'm saying. It's no different than like when your man goes out with his friends. Yeah, it's all to me. Those are things are important,
right?
To trust, to test your trust in people, because you can't be handcuffed together all the time.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
you have to miss each other.
You
know what I mean. And if you can't miss somebody without feeling like they're cheating on you, then you're not really ready for a relationship.
Yeah, well, that means there's something not solid about this.
Because there's immature love and there's mature love.
Yeah.
And mature love, immature love says you got to be around me all the time. I got to know everything you're doing. You know what I mean? Mature love says I trust you. We made this deal, this relationship together. I trust you. You trust me. You can go off and be without me, and I can trust that everything is okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Operating off of suspicion all the time.
Right. That's immature trust. Yeah. I mean, that's immature. That's an immature love. It's about the trust that you have with each other. You have to be okay with letting go of the leash.
Yeah, you do.
You can't be all into someone to the point where you got to control their every move and make sure that you're only secure if you know 100% everything is going on.
And don't like you were saying, when you were saying this before, don't let your girlfriends tell you go look. Yeah. See, that's another thing. You're right about that.
If you're feeling insecure about the relationship anyway, you need to talk to him. Yeah. Don't go and talk to your friends. Because
a lot of times your women will do that.
Yeah, women sometimes will give you hurt feelings because they were hurt. Yeah. So they'll give you you can't trust men.
Check his phone, girl.
Because they might have broken up.
You know what I did? I checked his phone. So, girl, when he's in the shower, go on his phone real quick. You know, it's like, come on now. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't like walks in and you go, you'll be feeling like an asshole because you're being rude and you're being hurtful, and now he's going to look at you like, well, I'd rather be with the woman who trusts me.
Yeah, it's easier that way.
You know what I mean?
It's more comfortable being with someone who trusts me. I don't agree.
You don't have any confidence.
Yeah, I don't agree with your method. You're just having it's just bad vibes, girl.
Yeah, and I don't like men like that. I don't like men who are just overly possessive of me.
I hate that.
You know what I mean? Like, look, I like men who protect me. Yeah. But that's attractive. But men who are just overly possessive. Let me tell you, I did have a guy like that. Remember? I had a guy,
Kara.
I had a guy that literally were not even boyfriend and girlfriend.
Right.
We were just really getting to that point. You know what I mean? And he will lose his mind.
He was aggressive.
If I didn't call him 5 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes. If I said I was going to call him at 1, but I called at 1:05, he would make it seem like I cheated. And he would go crazy. And then he would talk about, if you don't want to be with me. I'm like, what are you, you're cuckoo. You know what I mean? Like, listen, anything could have happened. Traffic could have been, whatever. You know, I could have been in a business meeting myself. I could have been talking to my sister. Someone could have died in my family. Anything could be the reason. I'm giving you one. I'm about to give you one, but you lost it.
Yeah, you're losing it.
So, you know, the only thing that was lost is
insecurity in him.
So the only thing that we lost in that relationship was each other, because I broke up with that. There was absolutely no way I could be with someone who does not trust me, and it makes me feel like I am guilty when I haven't done anything wrong.
I have that issue too.
You're actually cheating. You're actually treating this guy the way that guy treated me. Yeah. And I'm telling you, as a person that's getting the end of that, that is so annoying. And it is so a little weird. And, you know, it's also, I actually felt unsafe with him, because I felt like he's the kind of person, good thing we live in different states. Yeah. Because I felt like if we lived in the same state,
he would be like a stalker.
Yeah. A stalker. And you don't want men to think that about you. Yeah. That you're some kind of stalker. Yeah. And that you don't know that you're emotional, fatal attraction. Every time men think that you're a little, up there, they think of the movie Fatal Attraction. And you think about the bunny and everything. You know what I'm saying? But Fatal Attraction, you know.
But low key though, that is some Fatal Attraction.
You know what I mean?
That's how it begins. That's like the new Fatal Attraction when people go through these phones and breaching security issues and go. I mean, come
looking
on
through
now.
people's Facebook, seeing there are guys who will put a picture up on Facebook. And their girlfriend will see what girls liked it.
Yeah.
And did they heart it or did they just like it? What girls commented?
I can't be bothered. You guys have reached the next level of the process of relationship.
Yeah.
Right? And that's good. That's really good. So you're damaging all of it.
Right.
Don't damaging it.
You don't want to be the reason why you get dumped.
Again, we're basing this off of just the information you gave us. So I don't know what the whole story is, but from the information you gave us, and you saying that he didn't give you a reason, that means that you're damaging the process and the future of what it could be. So and then don't get mad when he starts being like, oh yeah, I'm sick of you not trusting me.
You know what? I might as well cheat.
Yeah.
If I'm going to be treated like a cheater,
or if he just leaves you all together.
Right.
He might just leave you all together. I mean, so you just gotta be. I don't know. It's like you have to be very respectful of people's privacy is the thing.
Yeah.
And you have to be conscious of your behavior, and you also have to have some. I feel like if you're not doing some work on yourself, you're always going to think that someone is doing something wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Even if this guy's fine, nothing happened. The next guy, you're going to keep doing this. So you're in a situation now where I don't even know does he know that you looked?
No, he must not.
He must not know.
I mean, I don't think he's.
He must not know that you looked.
But if he does know, you're going to keep that up, and he's just going to be like...
He's going to find out that you're looking at his damn phone.
I can find another hot woman that trusts me.
Because you're going to leave... What you're going to do one day is leave one of his... something open.
Right.
I thought I closed that app.
Oh my God. Why is my phone open? You know what I mean? Were you on my phone?
Right.
And it's an awkward conversation.
Yeah, there we go.
So yes, and then he's going to be like, so you don't trust me.
And he would be right.
Right. I can find another hot girl that trusts me.
Right.
So.
Now, on the other hand, if you look at the phone and you find something, like cheating stuff...
Then you were right.
When I'm in a relationship, my relationships I've been in, I always, I feel no need to disrespect by doing something like looking through his phone. You know what I mean? If I feel like my boyfriend is doing something out of the ordinary that he doesn't normally do, then that's cause for concern, and then I'll address it. Yeah. Right? And again, I'm not looking for the answer, because the answer is always going to be, I'm not cheating. But I'm looking for the way the answers. And the way that someone answers is your answer. You're going to know. People have intuition. Everyone has it. Women's is heightened. So you should be able to know. But in this situation, he ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? According to you, ain't doing nothing. But you're invading his privacy. So what if he wants to start looking at yours?
Right.
You okay? You good with all your emails and him looking through all this? You're okay? Okay.
It's annoying.
We'll say it's just really, you can't do that.
People can be very annoying with their own insecurities.
I know.
Because the guy that I was talking about that was doing that to me, he was just a very insecure person. Yeah. Nice, good looking, made good money. But in this area, he was one of those people that felt like if he can't have control,
he was in the most.
He's too much in control of everybody. And when people want control of you, it's because they can't control themselves.
But I will say this, that there's a saying that says, when someone does not trust, it means that they are untrustworthy. So keep that in mind. It might be you. Okay, it may not be him. So let us know what you think. I hope everybody has a really good weekend, and we'll see you next week.